Welcome all sports fans, YouTubers, Facebookers, all social media across the nation. Uneducated Network and YouTube presents Uneducated Sports Talk. I'm your host, Clayton. And before we get down into it, please, if you haven't, like and subscribe to Uneducated Network to where you see my show, Uneducated Sports Talk, and many other shows on our channel. That being said, guys, I wasn't lying. I got my first mock draft of the 2018 NFL Draft. This is Uneducated Sports Talk Mock Draft 1.0. So, that being said, if you saw my last show talking about the quarterbacks for college football, who's going to be number one and who's the better of them all, well, you had a spoiler, and I gave you the spoiler. So now, we're going to start off with that spoiler. Let's get into it. At number one, the Cleveland Browns will select Josh Allen from Wyoming, the quarterback. And here is why they select Josh Allen. He's a big guy. Who's your opponents in the AFC's North? Big Ben, big guy. Joe Flacco, big guy. Blue collar guys as well. 6'5", 230 pounds, rocket arm. Cleveland, if you have him, he's your prototypical kind of quarterback. Now you gotta know who's my favorite quarterback. I think it's Baker Mayfield. But I think Cleveland Browns go Josh Allen. And you know what? We'll see. Has to work on some accuracy issues. Besides that, I think he'll do just fine in Cleveland. You got Tyrod Taylor who can bridge the gap for him for at least a year and a half, the most 2 years. You just never know. So, with that being said, our number two, the New York Football Giants. Now, the mock draft is a mock draft. Now, I'm not going with who I think will go up and all that stuff. I'm not doing all that. The Giants are a team that can potentially trade down. But if they do not trade down, or, accept any other offers, they're going with Sam Darnold, quarterback from USC. In a lot of people's eyes, Sam Darnold is the best quarterback in the game. I think the Giants do go Sam Darnold to, give him leeway with Eli Manning. He can take the place of that because if you got to win, you got to get quarterback. When you're up there in the top five and you have, people say who could be franchise-changing quarterbacks, you got to snag one of them at the number 2 pick. Number 3, the Jets go up and they went up for a quarterback. So you're wondering, who's that quarterback? Because now you have 2 guys. And guess what? At number 3, the New York Jets select Baker Mayfield from Oklahoma. I'm telling you now, knock it down. Baker Mayfield is going Broadway Baker, whatever you want to call him. He is going to the New York Jets to make things happen over there. It's out of him and Josh Rosen, and I got pretty much, I think the Jets went up there to get their guy, Baker Mayfield. I believe he's going to be a New York Jet. At number 4, Cleveland, of course, they're getting Saquan Barkley, number 4 overall pick, running back from Penn State. They're going to get him. He is a beast. He's electric. He is the best player in this draft, in my opinion. Cleveland's going to get a steal at number 4, Saquon Barkley. At number 5, the Denver Broncos. You don't know where they're going. People are saying defense. They're saying get one of these quarterbacks. But guess what? The way it's going, there's one quarterback left, Josh Rosen. Do you want him as your franchise quarterback? Denver Broncos, they say, yes, we do. Josh Rosen is going to be a Denver Bronco. He's going to be the heir apparent in the whole John Elway legacy of quarterbacks. He can mold Josh Rosen to his kind of quarterback. I think he'll do fine out there in Denver, to be honest with you guys. I think he'll be a day one starter, if not mid-season, depending on how Case Keenum acts out in Denver. Number 6. Indianapolis, they traded down with the Jets. They're going with Bradley Chubb. They were going to get Bradley Chubb, I think, regardless. But now, you get an extra draft pick and get the guy that you want. Bradley Chubb, defensive end from North Carolina State. He's going to fit in just fine with Indianapolis. At number 7, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They're going to get their guy, Minkah Fitzpatrick. I think he's probably the 3rd or 4th best player overall in this draft. Safety from Alabama. He does it all. He's crafty, he's a senior-led, that kind of guy. So I think I would want him with Tampa Bay. If I'm Tampa Bay, I'm getting him ASAP. That's a steal at number 7. At number 8, Chicago, they get Quentin Nelson. Now, he's been going up there big time in the draft. But just the way a draft needs, Quentin Nelson will be perfect for Chicago. They're going to get him at number 8. He's probably the second best player in the draft from his position. He's a monster, and he's going to be a steal for Chicago Bears. They're getting him at number 8. At number 9, San Francisco gets Raekwon Smith, linebacker from Georgia. He's the SEC Player of the Year, pretty much, or won all kind of awards. I don't know if it's SEC Player of the Year, but he won all kind of awards for his position at linebacker. So it's going to fit their mold. With their guy from Alabama from last year who isn't looking pretty good, off the field issues now, so they might want to go back to linebacker because everything else around was looking pretty good for San Fran. Number 2, the Oakland Raiders. They get Denzel Ward, the cornerback from Ohio State. He's looking like the best guy in this draft, cornerback-wise, and he's damn good. And guess what? Oakland needs all the help in the secondary they can get. I think that Denzel Ward goes out there and fills that need big time. Basically, all the quarterbacks are being gone now. At number 12, number 11, the Miami Dolphins are going to go with Derwin James. Derwin James, safety from Florida State. All the quarterbacks are gone now. They got to get somebody else. I can see Miami, a team like that, going up. Or our next team, number 12, the Buffalo Bills. I can see them going up in the draft. But this is just a regular mock draft. So right now, at number 12, we got Buffalo's taking Mike McGlinchey, the tackle from Notre Dame. I have them going up there. Hey, you can't get your quarterback. Maybe they find one in the second round. Maybe Mason Rudolph. Maybe Lamar Jackson. You never know what they do. But guess what? Get someone that can block for those guys. And I think Mike McGlinchey is one of the best tackles. Notre Dame just had a stellar offensive line all year. So they're doing that. At number 13, the Washington Redskins. And here we go. Calvin Ridley will fit them just fine. You need someone if you're the Redskins who Alex Smith can trust. I don't know if you can really trust Calvin Ridley yet, but hey, he's the best wide receiver in a very kind of sorry wide receiver class this year. But him fitting in with the Redskins, he will automatically be probably your number 1 from day one. And you need some weapons if you're Washington. They have to have weapons. Alex Smith has to throw to somebody because that receiving core is very horrible in my opinion. At number 14, the Green Bay Packers picked. They're going to get Tremaine Edmonds, linebacker from Virginia Tech. Green Bay, they need linebacker play. Everyone's pretty much getting old up there. You're talking about Matthews getting old and all kind of guys. So they need Tremaine Edmonds, who's a stud at Virginia Tech. So I think Green Bay gets that guy right there. Number 15, the Arizona Cardinals. And Josh Jackson at cornerback from Iowa. I can see Arizona also going up, trying to trade up before the draft starts. So, you never know. We'll also have another mock draft, my second one, probably a week or two before the NFL draft, somewhere mid-April for sure. But I think they go cornerback, Josh Jackson from Iowa, who is a stud. I mean, it doesn't hurt because you lose the Honey Badger, and you know that your boys kind of get up there in age. The cornerback for Arizona. I'm just catching a brain fart right now. But number 21. He's good up in age, so you got to get a cornerback that's going to be on the side of him. I think they go that with Josh Jackson, which is a pretty damn good pick, anyways. For where he's going at. Number 16, the Baltimore Ravens are against Cortland Sutton, and they need him bad because the Ravens wide receiver core, is horrible. I think Baltimore gets an upgrade. Sutton is a guy who can go up there and get it. And Joe Flacco needs one of those guys who he can trust to get it. So I see him doing great benefits for the Baltimore Ravens. It'd be a nice pick, a nice fit for Joe Flacco in games. So I do like that. At number 17, the Los Angeles Chargers. I got them getting Connor Williams, tackle from Texas. Big guy. They need all the help. You think about it, Phillip Rivers is probably there for another couple of years. He isn't really going down. Phillip Rivers had great success in San Diego / Los Angeles, but the only problem is the defense on the other side has been hurting him, or lack of of the line, and so they addressed it in this draft. Offensive tackle, they're going with Connor Williams, tackle from Texas. Now, Seattle, they're going with Orlando Brown, tackle from Oklahoma. I know he had a bad pro day, a very bad pro day, but I don't care about pro day. Pro day doesn't do nothing for me. I'm sorry, it doesn't. I look at the tape. Look at the tape. Seattle look at the tape and say, you know what? We like this kid from Oklahoma. We're going to get him. So Seattle's going to do it. Orlando Brown, they're going to have him tackle from Oklahoma. Seattle's getting that guy because they need all kind of lineman help for Russell Wilson. It's like every time Russell Wilson backs out, he's turning around and doing this and this, trying to create whatever. Eventually, it's going to catch up with him. You got to protect him, man. Protect him. Number 19, the Dallas Cowboys. They need defensive line help. And I mean, not help, but look, if you want that young secondary to get better, you got to get pressure on the quarterback. With no pressure, the secondary is eating up all the time. And I think this time they go with Vita Vea from Washington, the defensive tackle. He's a guy who just plugs up everything. He's always being double teamed, which can have DeMarcus Lawrence and those guys going in and tear people apart. So I like that Vita Vea for Dallas Cowboys. I think it'll be a steal, in my opinion. Also, let's go with the Detroit Lions at number 20. They're going with Darius Geis, running back from LSU. Another running back, the guy that took over for Leonard Fournette this year. He's going to be everything they need. They need a running back, 1, 2, 3. Kind of running back who could beat all day. And Darius Geis is that guy. He can catch on the backfield and he can run between the tackles. Now, that's you want O-line help, but guess what? A solid running back who can catch and run. Be great runners for them. I think that they will go ahead and they don't need that bad of O-line help because I don't see Matt Stafford just getting clobbered every single game. It doesn't work like that. But with Darius Geis, it shows he's a threat every single time he gets the ball. I like Darius Geis at number 20 to Detroit Lions. At number 21, the Cincinnati Bengals. They're getting Isaiah Wynn, guard. Isaiah Wynn. He's a guard from Georgia. They're getting him. I like Isaiah Wynn present. He played very good. The tape I saw of him, he played phenomenal against SEC opponents who are, those D tackles and D linemen are, amazing in the SEC. He handled his own. So I think they go that route, Cincinnati. Number 22, the Buffalo Bills, their second pick. Hey, we all saw what happened to their wide receiver earlier about a week ago. With Zay Jones, he's going through some issues. They're going back with a wide receiver. Why do you do that? Because you have 2 picks in the first round. So you hope and pray for the best for Zay Jones, and I think he will recover from this incident. It's very embarrassing. But they're going with another wide receiver again. The Bills have got to get some play. Now, of course, like I said, I do see the Bills going up in the draft and getting a quarterback, but they got to make some moves. But if not, they might go second round, third round, get their quarterback of the quote-unquote future. They got to get a quarterback for sure in this draft. But I see them going with James Washington, the wide receiver from Oklahoma State. I like him. He's quick, he's fast, he can catch the ball. He caught a lot of footballs this year. So I think he'll play just fine with the wide receiver core. You get those young guys working together, and you never know what happens. So let's keep it going. At number 23, the Los Angeles Rams. They're going to get Rashawn Evans, a linebacker from Alabama. This guy has a motor in him, and you like those linebackers that come from Alabama. They just produce very good linebackers. I think he'll feel a need for the Rams. They do well. Their defensive tackle, their D lineman is pretty good. Their cornerbacks are outstanding. Their offense, they did a thing last year except for the playoff game when it counted. All you do is add some decent linebacker play, and here you go. The Rams are looking very, very well coming to 2018 season. At number 24, the Carolina Panthers. I got them getting Arden Keys, the defensive end from LSU. Arden Key is, they're going to need some pass rushers. And the NFC South, Drew Brees, Jameis Winston, Matt Ryan. You got to put pressure on these guys. I think Carolina's going to do that with Arden Key from LSU. Number 25, the Tennessee Titans. They're going to stay with defense as well. And I got them getting Marcus Davenport, defensive end from Texas San Antonio. I saw this guy's tape, and he has a motor. He is a beast. And I like him going to Tennessee. Tennessee needs to get pressure. They saw when you play against New England, because New England is your go-to team. You want to stop that team. Well, how do you do that? You stop Tom Brady. How do you do that? You get defensive linemen who can rush the passer. They're getting that with this guy, I think, Marcus Davenport. He's a beast from Texas San Antonio. So I saw him in the Senior Bowl, his highlights, and he looked very well. So Tennessee's getting that, and maybe they might get sued too. You never know. At number 26, ATL, Atlanta Falcons. I got them getting Maurice Hurst, defensive lineman from Michigan. And I saw Maurice Hurst, that's a very good spot down there at the bottom. I got a lot of guys got him in the mid-team somewhere, and I'm like, it's probably too high. Atlanta's getting him at a right spot. I think Maurice Hurst goes to Atlanta with the 26th spot. At number 27, yes, my New Orleans Saints. If I'm the Saints, I'm going with tight end. And guess what? The tight end from Penn State, Mike Gesicki. I'm going with him. You couldn't get James. You couldn't get your tight end that you wanted from the off season, but you get a discount Jimmy Graham. Jimmy Graham, he wants $10 million a year. Well, he got that in Green Bay. You get a discount Jimmy Graham. Now, Mike Gesicki can't really block, but Jimmy couldn't block either. But you get someone who's big and can catch. in traffic, and that is Mike Gesicki all day. I think that the one of the Saints go ahead and grab him. At number 28, the Pittsburgh Steelers get Leighton Vander Esch. Leighton Vander Esch from Boise State, the linebacker. With Ryan Shazier being out, you got to fill that void. You don't know if he's going to come back this year or not, Ryan Shazier. Also, you have James Harrison, who went to New England. He's not going back to Pittsburgh, you know that. So we're going to see what goes on with them. And I think that guy from Boise State already produces, quality players, good-hearted players. Well, yeah. Except the guy that persuaded LeGarrette Blount to punch him. Not that guy. But the rest of these guys, Boise State, they have motors and good quality guys, good character guys. And he's going to fit in with that mold exactly playing on the other side of the other linebacker they have as well. So we will definitely find out about that. They play besides T.J. Watts. So that'd be a great combination. I see that doing very well for the Pittsburgh Steelers. At number 29, the Jacksonville Jaguars. Look, they need playmakers. They lost Allen Hurns, so he's gone. He went to Dallas. So guess what? You get another playmaker who can actually do some things. Christian Kirk from Texas A&M. He's a young guy, but he's smooth, he's fast, has great hands, and I think he'll fit well. They need weapons in Jacksonville. You need weapons, guys who can give you big play potential. And I see him giving them big play potential. Wide receiver from Texas A&M, Christian Kirk, going to the Jacksonville Jaguars at number 29. At number 30, the Minnesota Vikings. They got their quarterback. Kirk Cousins didn't mess a single thing up in here. You thought Kirk Cousins going to the Jets, Kirk Cousins going to the Broncos, something like that would have messed the whole entire draft up. No, Kirk Cousins goes to where he should have went, the Minnesota Vikings. So guess what? Now you got to protect Kirk Cousins. Protect him. And what they're going to do is they're going to go ahead and get Billy Price, offensive tackle from Ohio State. I think he's going to do well with the Minnesota Vikings. Look, Minnesota's scary now. Great defense as it is. Of course, we didn't see that against Philadelphia, but a great defense. Now you added a decent offensive line with some weapons on the outside. Minnesota's looking like a clear-cut favorite to make it to the Super Bowl out of the NFC. Right now, them in Philadelphia, maybe adding New Orleans a little bit. New England at number 31. They're getting a steal like they always do. Darren Payne, decent tackle from Alabama, who's going to New England. He's a big guy. There's some red flags on him. I don't know the red flags for what, but he's probably the second best defensive tackle in this draft. I think he goes to New England all the way to number 31 to do some damage in there. Be a great pick for the New England Patriots. And number 32, was tough because Philly doesn't really need that much help anywhere. But you got to think about it. Who's leaving? They need offensive line play. I think with Jason Peters, you don't know if he's coming back or not. He might retire. I'm not sure. The best bet is you want to protect Carson Wentz. You know he has an injury because you know eventually he will start, either be day one starter or when he gets healthy he will be the starter. You want to keep him protected in the pocket. So I got the Philadelphia Eagles getting Will Hernandez off the tackle from UTEP. He's a great run blocker, so you know with the injuries they're going to run a lot, and they did a successful job at running last year. So they're going to just keep on running, and I think he'll do great for the Philadelphia Eagles. So that is my 2018 mock draft 1.0 from Uneducated Sports Talk. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Tell me what you guys think. If you have a certain team that you saw me talk about and you like it or dislike it, let me know. Who would you take where? Who was your number one pick? Who the Cleveland Browns pick? Like I said, I got him picking Josh Allen from Wyoming. And tell me what else you think about my mock draft. Tell me where I was wrong, where I was right at. So with that being said, guys, please like and subscribe to Uneducated Network. It's where you see my show, Uneducated Sports Talk, and many, many other shows on our channel. We are more than just a YouTube channel. We are a way of life. This is Uneducated Sports Talk presented by Uneducated Network. I'm your host, Clayton. And as always, sports fans, you know what time it is. Stay smart, stay uneducated. Peace. Gotta get up, turn this off.